I would say the future of AI in supply chain logistics can be both exciting and scary. Exciting for the huge potential that it might bear. Scary for the fact that there's simply no way to remain competitive as a company within the logistics and supply chain industry without adopting AI and machine learning. I'm Matthias Winkenbach, and I'm a principal research scientist at the MIT Center for Transportation and Logistics. AI has a lot of potential to solve very complex real-world problems and to incorporate much more richness in terms of data and information into the decisions that have to be made on a daily basis in pretty much any supply chain system. One of the main areas of application of AI and machine learning is in solving increasingly complex planning and design objectives. So while traditionally, for instance, you would design a distribution network or a vehicle route for a single objective, like you optimize for cost or you optimize for profit, in reality, the true objective function of a company or of a driver or of a warehouse manager is more complex than that. So think of designing a distribution network. You want to figure out, where should I put my distribution centers? How should I allocate inventory to these facilities? Which customer should I serve from where? Which route should I take to do so? What type of vehicle should I use on which route? There are other things that play a role, like safety, like sustainability, like convenience. And that's where AI could come in, basically helping human decision makers make sense of data and use analytical methods to solve increasingly challenging problems for increasingly complex logistics systems. AI is a prerequisite for increasingly autonomous systems, be that a delivery robot, an autonomous delivery drone, be that autonomous technology that's used within the warehouses, for instance, so that these tools basically know how to maneuver safely in a certain environment. The way I see it right now, AI is not necessarily going to revolutionize the use of robotics in supply chain logistics anymore. And that's because right now, robotic solutions, especially within the four walls, have already come a very long way over the last couple of years. I think the true revolution that we're probably going to see over the next couple of years comes from the ability of humans to interact with the artificial intelligence. Because that's, I think, the revelation that a lot of people experienced when they first interacted with ChatGPT. It was the first time that they could talk to a model the same way that they would talk to a colleague. And that is the distinction between just being a really good machine learning model versus being an artificial intelligence. This time, I believe there is actually a lot to expect from AI and machine learning as a potential game changer for the supply chain logistics industry in the future.